Welcome to all of you. So this is the last unit of paper 7, Physical and Inorganic Chemistry. The name of this topic is nuclear chemistry. The name itself indicates that it is related to the nucleus of the atoms. So the first great scientist, Marie Curie, born in 1867 in Poland as Maria Sklodowska. She lived in France in 1898 and she discovered the elements polonium and radium. Marie Curie was the pioneer of radioactivity and she was the winner for Nobel Prize in Physics with Henry Becquerel and her husband Pierre Curie in 1903. She was also the winner of the Soul of 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry. So these are the three great scientists, Henry Becquerel, Marie Curie and Pierre Curie. So the main theme of this radioactivity, the radiations of alpha, beta and gamma, how these radiation are prepared. So here the nucleus of the atom, that means whether they are stable or unstable. If they are stable, so it emits some particles along with some radiations. Okay, so here first alpha radiations which having two protons and two neutrons, and this is the nucleus of the atom. That means the atoms are electrically neutral and this nucleus having protons and neutrons and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. And second emission is beta radiations, which is having high energy electron as compared to this alpha. And third one is high energy electromagnetic protons. This is the gamma radiations. And these are the three types of the radioactive decay. So what is radioactivity? So we know that substances are made up of the atoms, and the atom consists of the nucleus, this nucleus which having the protons and neutrons, the nucleus, and these are extremely small, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, that means outside. So the atoms are almost entirely made up of empty space. In some types of the atoms, the nucleus is unstable and will decay into more stable atoms. This radioactive decay is completely spontaneous. So the energy that is released from the nucleus of the atom. This is the radioactive atom. This is the unstable nucleus. It emits the radiations with having energy and along with this particle, and this is the symbol of the radioactivity. And next slide. So AXZ. So this A is the mass number, and what is the mass number? Number of uh, atomic number plus number of neutrons. Okay, so and this Z is the atomic number, and that means number of protons. N is the neutron, and X is the chemical symbol of this element. AXZ. Okay, so this is the nucleus, and this nucleus having the protons and neutrons are there in the blue and red colors, and this one faint color, these are the electrons revolving around the nucleus. This atomic number, that means number of protons, atomic mass or mass number, number of protons plus number of neutrons are there. Next, atomic number and mass number. Here the question can be asked, atomic number, distinguish between atomic number and mass number, or explain the difference between mass number and atomic number. The first atomic number is the number of protons present in the atom. Second, mass number is the sum of the number of protons and neutrons. So here the uh, it is not affected by the number of neutrons, and here in mass number it is affected by the number of neutrons. Isotopes have same atomic number and isotopes have different mass number. Okay, these are the two terms important. Then second one, isomers cannot have the same atomic number. Isobars have the same mass number, and it always a smaller value than the mass number, always a larger value than the atomic number. This is a very important question. Every time the question can be asked for 5 marks. Then review. Atomic number is Z, number of protons in the nucleus. That means it is the atomic number and it is abbreviated or designated as a Z. Mass number A, number of protons plus number of neutrons are there. Okay, so the radioactivity of alpha particles. Alpha decay, this is the nucleus of the atoms, and here it is formation of alpha particles, two protons and two neutrons are there, and it will be expressed in the form of helium. 2 is the charge and 4 is the mass of the helium here. That means alpha particles, two protons and two neutrons are there. Then alpha particles are made up of two protons and two neutrons. So this means that they have the charge of plus 2 and mass having 4. The mass is measured in atomic mass unit where each protons and neutrons is 1. So it can be written in the form alpha 2 4, and it may be written in the form of helium nucleus 2 4. This 2 is 2, this will be charge and mass will be 4 here. You can write in this form or this one. Alpha particles are relatively slow and heavy. They have the low penetrating power and it can be stopped with just a sheet of paper. So due to the low penetration power, because they have large charge, alpha particles ionize the other atoms. That means they pull the electron from the other atoms strongly. Then next, beta particles. It is a negative charge particle. It is a negative charge electron of high energy. It has a low ionization energy. They have high penetrating power. It is reflected by the electric and magnetic field, and it travels with one-fifth speed of the light. And there are two types of beta decay. By negative beta decay result is increasing the atomic number of parent nucleus by 1, but mass number remain constant. If that means it is negative beta is there, so there should be increasing atomic number by 1 of the parent nucleus, and there may be no changes in the mass number, remain constant. A positive beta decay result decreasing the atomic number by 1, and but mass number remain constant. Okay. Then the radioactivity of beta particles. Beta particles have charge of -1. Should we remember that this beta particle having the charge -1 and the mass of about 1 to 1000 of the proton. This means that beta particles are same as an electron, and it should be written in the form of B negative, beta negative, or they may be written in the electron form, electron negative. Okay, so it can be written in the isotopes, that means -1, 0, beta. Okay, so always remember this beta is having charge -1. They are fast and light. Beta particles have medium penetration power and they are stopped by the sheet of aluminum or plastic as compared to the alpha particles. Because the alpha particles having low penetration power and it can be stopped with only sheet of papers, but as compared to alpha particles, beta particles having medium penetration power and it can be stopped by aluminum or the plastic. The beta particle ionize atom that they pass but not as strongly as alpha particle does. Okay. Then next, gamma rays. Gamma rays are electromagnetic radiations. In short, EMR has no mass and no charge. Their speed is equal to the speed of light. It is a very high penetration power. It has a low ionization energy, and gamma rays are mass less photons and less Their emission will cause no change in either mass number or charge number here. So radioactivity of gamma rays. Gamma rays are waves, not the particles. Again, one thing should be remembered. So whatever it may be given, the gamma rays are waves, not the particles. This means that they have no mass, no charge. So we sometimes write 0 y with gamma sign. Gamma rays have half penetration power. It takes thick sheet of metal such as lead or concrete to reduce them significantly. That means as compared to alpha and beta, this gamma has high penetration power and it can be stopped with the lead or concrete sheet to reduce them significantly. Gamma rays do not directly ionize the other atoms, although they may cause the atoms to emit the other particles, which will then cause ionization. We don't find pure gamma ray sources. Gamma rays are emitted along with the alpha and beta particles simultaneously. Strictly speaking, gamma emission isn't radioactive decay because they doesn't change the state of the nucleus. That means there is a no any changes during the gamma rays radiations. It just carries away some energy. And this is the simple diagram of gamma rays. It's in the wave form. Then subatomic particle of one atomic mass unit AMU is defined as 1/12 of the mass of the carbon 12 atom. This is the particle, you know very well, electron, protons and neutrons. Here the mass in kilograms 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. Proton having 1.673 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. And neutron having 1.675 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Atomic mass unit here 5.485 into 10 raised to minus 4 unit, 1.0073 unit, 1.0087 unit. So these are the three terms here: electron, protons, and neutrons. Then the next important terms are isotopes, as we early seen in the comparison of the isotopes and isobar. So here isotopes, one of more two or more species of the atoms of the chemical elements with same atomic number, position in the periodic table and nearly identical chemical behavior, but with different mass number. One thing should be remember that the simple definition of isotopes, that means the atoms of the elements having same atomic number and different mass number or atomic number here, different mass number or different atomic masses and their physical properties. Every chemical element has one or more isotopes. It can be shown by simple example: protonium H positive having one proton, then deuterium having one protons and one neutron. This one tritium, this one protons and two neutrons, and it can be shown by very simple example of oxygen. This oxygen atom having atomic number 8, mass number 16. This is the general form of the elements in the periodic table, and these two are the isotopes. This one 8, 17 mass number, 8, 18 mass number. That means here this is the proton. So atomic number will be here, the number of protons will be 8. Okay. Here 8 plus 8, 8 protons and 8 neutrons. That means 16. Here number of protons 8, this 17, 8 are these protons and 8 are the electrons and 9 are the protons are there. Here again 8, 10 are neutrons and 8 are electrons and 8 are protons. Okay. So these are the example of oxygen. 16, 17 and 18 is there. Then the number of, how will you calculate the number of neutrons? Atomic mass versus atomic minus atomic number. So the number of neutron, carbon, this carbon having three forms. Then means C6H12, this is the isotope, C6, C13, C6, C14. These two are the isotopes here. Carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon 14. This carbon 13 will be using nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy for the determination how many number of carbon atoms are present there. Okay, C13. And this carbon 14 is used for carbon dating. That means to determine the age of the fossils. Okay, in botany study also. So this one 12 minus 6 6, and this one 13 minus 6 7 neutrons are there, 14 minus 6 8 neutrons are there. So what is an isotopes? Many elements are made up of atoms which have the same atomic number but different atomic masses. Same atomic number but different atomic masses. These atoms are called isotopes of this element. So here it is the simple examples are also taken again. So chlorine 17, 35 mass number, and this one isotopes 17, 37. This is isotopes of chlorine. So this chlorine having 17 proton, and in this 35, so 18s are neutrons and 17s are electrons. That means the total will be here 35. Also, 17 will be protons, 17 will be electrons, and 20 will be the electrons. So 20 and 30, 17 makes 37. Chlorine has the two isotopes. Both are the atoms of the chlorine because the atomic number is the same here. And here it is the example of the isotopes. Isotopes is the group of nuclides that sum of the proton is same and but some neutron is different. Isotopes means same atomic number and different mass number. That means the sum of neutron is different here. First example is beryllium. Beryllium having three isotopes B47, Be49, Be410. These are the three isotopes are there. Then magnesium having three isotopes 12, 12, 12, having same atomic number but mass number are different. This calcium having so many isotopes or isotopes of this element, same atomic number but different mass number. Okay, and next strontium. This strontium having again same atomic number but different mass number. So these are the isotopes, same element. So here isotopes. Next example is barium. Is having atomic number 56 and mass number is different here. Okay, these are the isotopes. These are the various element of this. From this, we can calculate how many number of protons are there, neutrons are there, and electrons are there. Okay. Next, isobar. So, what is isobar? Isobar is a group of nuclides that has the sum of protons and neutrons is same. That means mass number is same. Okay. So here proton and neutron are same, but the sum of each protons and neutron is different. That means atomic number is different. Here isobar, atomic number is different and mass number is same. So here same atomic masses, different elements. That means argon, potassium, sodium and neon is there. That is argon 18, 40 is mass number, potassium 19, mass number 14, sodium 11, mass number 22, this neon is 10, and mass number also 22. Okay, that means different atomic number and same mass number here in isobar. Isobars, the definition. Isobars are the atoms of the different chemical elements that have the same number of nucleons. Correspondingly, isobar differ in atomic number or number of protons but have the same mass number. One thing should be remember that the simple definition will be different atomic number and same mass number. Okay, here it is the examples are given: sulfur 40, chlorine 40, argon 40, then potassium 40, calcium 40. They are the same mass number of this element. While the nuclei of this nucleate all contains 40 nucleons, they contain varying the number of protons and neutrons. Again, these three examples can be explained diagrammatically here. This argon 18, 40, here 18 protons, 18 electrons are same, then 22 neutrons. 22 plus 18, 40 is their mass number. Again, potassium 19, 19 protons, 19 electrons, then 21 neutrons are there. Here calcium 20, 40, 20 neutrons, 20 protons and 20 electrons are there. Okay. So these are the three examples. So it can be shown in the figure table also. These three elements, argon, potassium and calcium, having atomic number 18, 19, 20. This one mass number 40, 40, 40. Electron 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20. Neutron 22, 21 and 20. So this is in the table form also. Okay. Then the next point, isotopes. Here the question can be asked, uh, distinguish between the isotopes and isobar, or comparison of isotopes and isobar. All these points which will be given in the PowerPoint presentation, they are important. Okay. If you read the extra notes or the extra points of this topic, you should read the notes of Xerox. Okay. So here isotopes have same atomic number, isobars have different atomic number. Okay. Don't puzzle here. One thing should be remember that you should kept in mind what is the difference between these isotopes and isobar. Isotopes having same atomic number, here having a different atomic number. The isotopes having different mass number, here same mass number. Number of proton is same, number of proton is different. Isotopes occur in the same place in the periodic table, and isobar occurs in a different place in the periodic table. Here it is the example: chlorine 17, 35, 30, 17, 37. Chlorine isotopes are there, and this one also, gallium and selenium, different atomic number but same mass number. Isobars is there. Here very important question. The question can be asked here. So the remaining part of this topic is in the next PowerPoint presentation. This unit is too much long, so I have to divide this topic into 3 to 4 PowerPoint presentation. So in this way, we will complete. We have complete the uh, few part of this topic. So the next will be in the second PowerPoint presentation. Thank you, all of you.